Okay, this is what we're setting up to keep our garbage for an entire year in the house. Now, we don't have garbage in the form of organic waste because all of our organics go into the biodigesters. So food and paper and whatnot all go into the biodigester. Cardboard goes in the back. So it's really just plastic, metal, and glass and ceramics. So we have these labeled out for all of the 7 types of plastic that there are currently designated signs for. And then there's other over there. So the way that this works is anything that is labeled with a number 1 or a PET goes in here, and I've got 2 barrels for the bins for that because there's so much of it. I'll have to crush it, but when you look at the symbols on the back, you can see it's polyethylene terephthalate, or PET. That's that symbol there. And that's most water bottles and these kind of lids and things like that. So that's going into these 2. And then number 2 is our HDPE. That's HDPE number 2. And again, you'll see that symbol in places, if you can see it there. So milk jugs are a good example of HDPE. It's just hard to read it with that. Maybe if we bring it in the sun, it's just not that easy to see. But anyway, that's high density polyethylene. Bottle caps we keep in here because we want all the bottle caps for our biodigesters and aquaponics systems. This one, number 3, is PVC, and I don't have a lot of that yet. This one here is low density polyethylene, number 4. That goes in here. That's all your plastic bags. They're pretty easy to melt and turn into blocks of things. Then there's polypropylene, or number 5. Polypropylene, and the funny thing is some of the polypropylenes look like PETs, but they're not. And usually yogurt containers are polypropylene. That's pretty easy. That's usually the same stuff as the bottle caps. And the reason you separate the bottle caps from the PET is because they have a 100-degree difference in melting temperature. But we use these, we'll use these for 3D printing too eventually. But that's polypropylene, which is a number 5. And then I have my polystyrene, which is number 6. Polystyrene is number 6. And we even put tenebrio beetle larvae in here, mealworm larvae. I don't know if you can see them down here, because apparently they will eat some styrofoam. Not very quickly, but at least we're going to put some more in here and let the dark-winged beetles, or those mealworms, have at it. And then what's weird is apparently this is polystyrene too, and so is this, but it doesn't look anything like polystyrene. So that's confusing because it looks like either polypropylene or polyethylene terephthalate, or PET, but it says PES, so we're keeping that in there. Then this is other, number 6. This is the biggest problem that we have, and I'll probably need 2 bins for that. This is number 7, other. I call them problem plastics because they're so filthy. That's wrappers and stuff. And then I have another other, problem plastics, because I'm not sure whether this is polystyrene, polypropylene, or PET, because they don't have any labels on them. So I'm just throwing them and other problem plastics that are mixed stuff, where you've got metal and different types of plastics in with stuff. And so that is problem plastic 7, hard plastics. Then I got the glass here. I'm not concerned with the paper labels that's on it because eventually they'll burn off. And I've got all the metal over there. So glass and ceramics here, and the metal's there. And that's what we're going to do. Keep 100% of our garbage for a year and see how many of these we accumulate. And of course we'll start shredding stuff so that we don't have to buy too many more bins. And then all of our cardboard, there's our rainwater collection system, and there's our biodigester gas holder. But there's the cardboard and the paper, and that's going to be rained on, and fungus is going to get at it. And we were shredding it for a while. We're going to see what happens if we don't shred and just let nature take its course here. So that's the experiment. We will do a year with absolutely no taking out of the garbage and see how much we accumulate. And then food waste we're going to gather in these 27-gallon ones from the Moffitt Cancer Center cafeteria and bring up to feed our big digesters over there. So that food bucket goes into our InSinkErator in the RV, which goes into our toilet and sink digester, which is connected to the gas holder that I just showed you. That one there, gas holder. So that's that. Let's see how it goes. Bye.